Hey, what's happening? This is King David, Beatclass.com. And have you joined yet? Have you become a class act? The minute you hit subscribe and notification, you become a class act. That means you're a member of the Beat Class family, and you will hang with me and other staff members and learn how to create timeless music, not just how to make beats or use a specific software. But you're going to learn the attitude, the mindset to have, the diligence, all of the character stuff, the internal workings, right? Because you can have all this knowledge. Everybody thinks that it's how much you know, but it's really with which character you deliver what you know that makes you stand out amongst everyone else. And this is a missing link that most people don't realize is important. People that are successful in anything, it's coupled with character, right? So you can know all the information, but let's say you're not trustworthy or you're not diligent, then you just miss opportunities and people won't tend to look at you as a viable source, right? So this is what Beat Class will do. It brings class to the music to the beats that you're making, the songs that you're making. And the other day we were working on this particular track here. Remember I was telling you about 6/8 timing and how it's used for, like, if you really want to pull the emotion out of something, it's a 6/8 song that's going to make you feel deeply, right? So then it's just about choosing the right key, the right lyrics, the right melody, and then you have something special. Well, I think we have something pretty special. I wrote some lyrics. You'll see on the side of the page. One thing I love about Logic Pro, that it allows you to put your lyrics along with, I bet you could do it on other programs. So I'm not saying that other programs don't, but this is one of the conveniences I like. I can write out my whole song, intro, hook, all this stuff. And then I can, even while I'm in my booth, I have a controller that my iPad connects to Logic Pro, and I can see all my lyrics while I'm singing into the booth. And I'm very particular about the lines that I say, what inflections to use. All this happens in time. I think when I started, I was just kind of off the cuff, winging it. And sometimes I find myself still off the cuff, winging it. But I'm a little bit more deliberate now in creating quality music. So what I just did a mix down. And what I'm going to do is dump all of this down to a single file. And then it's called a bounce, rather. I'm going to bounce the project down. And I'm going to label it hook mix. Criticize music and hook mix. Bounce. I'm probably going to have to replace it. Then we're going to pull this into another session in which I did vocals. I did vocals here, but they were really scratch vocals. I'll play a little bit for you. But when you hear the new vocals, I think you're going to see the difference between starting and finishing. You'll hear the tightness of all the vocals. I had to come back to the main track and tighten up some of the background vocals. And I bet you're wondering, I wish this guy would shut up and just teach me something. This is not so much a teaching session as it is just kind of hanging out with me in my studio and absorbing some of the, like I said, the character of the thought processes that I went through. All right, here is the original. I like the lead vocals on the original, but they were just, scratch vocals. So here they go.
Help me, please. I don't really want to leave. You're making me choose. And one of us gotta lose. Time for me to realize there must be a compromise. How can I work day and night just for you to criticize my everything? Oh, my everything. Yeah.
All right. Cool. That was not bad, right? The difference is I used the 414. Use the 414, the MXL 414. I also recorded that in the studio where there's not as much containment on the voice that it couldn't control dynamics as well. So I decided to move into the booth and do the final recording on the Neumann 103, TLM 103, which gave it a lot more clarity, a lot more crisp and emotion. So we're going to listen to that version now. Let's go over here. What we're going to do is close this session out and save it. This was a good scratch vocal. And then we're going to open up. Oh, come on, Cletus. Oh, there we go. Criticize lead vocals and tracking. And there it is. And then I have to swap out the main file, which has the music and the chorus embedded, right? Move this over so you can see it. All right, cool. So this is the one. I didn't like it. There was a little part that I didn't like. The background vocals, it was hanging over on one of the left ears a little longer than the rest of the background vocals. So I had to go back and fix that. This is what I'm talking about that I chalk up to character. You know, a good character will always try to do the right thing at the right time, be thorough. So that's what I'm talking about. And I know you hear me. I know you feel me on that. Sometimes we cut corners. We want to just kind of put out anything. And I'm so guilty of that, by the way. So I'm not pointing fingers. I'm just encouraging you to kind of to work on a higher level. All right. Hook mix. All right. I think that's it, man. So what I'm going to do is mute this. I'm not going to get rid of it just yet. And then I'm going to make a duplicate track. And then we're going to pull in the new joint. And there it is. We're going to unmute that one. All right. Now listen to this. This is the new finished vocals, which I'm very happy with, by the way. There has to be a stopping point. I think you need to know like when you're done, when you've achieved your goal, right? So you can't just keep on questioning yourself. So, and how I achieve that is I always have a plan written out. Like that's why you see the lyrics. I do scratch vocals. The things that I like, I keep. And then I allow things to kind of take shape for themselves. So here is the finished version. And then we're going to master it down and then listen to it. And it will be all up on SoundCloud for your listening pleasure and eventually for your consumption. One love.
Help me, please. I don't really want to leave, but you're making me choose, and one of us gotta lose. Time for me to realize there must be a compromise. How can I work day and night just for you to criticize my everything, my everything? You said I'm your king, and I mean everything. But suddenly it seems that you are never pleased. So you criticize me.
Yeah.
And you're never satisfied. Oh, no. When I go, you criticize from the moment I walk through that door. You criticize when I smile, you criticize when I frown, you criticize when I'm up, you criticize when I'm down. gonna take no more of this. How you think we'd be affording shit? All the money that I bought it with. Surprise.
Surprise.
No more long trips to Dubai. All you do is criticize. So baby, keep your criticism to yourself, or I might find someone else better than you. I mean better than you.
One more time.
I mean better than you. Ooh, yeah. Don't you criticize all the time.
I mean, come on, right? All right, so there you go. So the next stage is I'm gonna do some cleaning up of the audio, mix it down to a 2-track, and then I'll have it mastered, and I'll put that up on SoundCloud. Listen, I appreciate you hanging out with me. I hope, this is more of an inspirational vibe. I didn't get into the nuts and bolts, but if you have any questions, down in the comment section, ask questions, man. I'll reach out. Join Beatclass. We have a resurgence at Beatclass. People are joining. I started Beatclass in 2004 online. We were just like this little community on Yahoo groups, and then we moved to YouTube when they opened up, and that's how we started. And my mission then was just to share what I understand about music with anybody and everybody, and it's the same mission. So welcome. You're welcome to join us, beatclass.com. There'll be a lot of services that we can provide for you. And by the way, listen, we are not cheap, all right? And there's a reason for that, because there's a quality difference between us and, let's say, like War Beats. And, they used to compare us, but we're not the same in any way, shape, or form. I'm a musician with a lot of experience, and my goal is to help you make records so you can be in the music industry and not just make beats. But go to beatclass.com, become a person of class, and a class act is what we call it. Hit the notification bell, and I'll see you over in the real world. One love. Peace.